Jess and Diane
Yeah.
back. I know, we're so repetitive. We are on, I guess, the next part of trying to help you in finding your inner strength or accessing your capacity through the resources that we are provided with as humans. We've covered your body, we've covered breath, and now we are going to cover...
Body.
Yes, I said
You can say that. I just wanted to flex my muscles.
yes, just show off. And this one, the scary one, your thoughts, your mind, the things that you can't really see, but
we definitely hear and feel.
Absolutely. Right.
Know
Does
that
not
they're
mean that they're not real. So just like we said in the last videos, we can exercise your body, make your body stronger. We can control your breath. You can slow your breath down. You can speed your breath up to access your nervous system. So this video is gonna include some similar practices, like that same theme of controlling your mind and your thoughts to also help you.
Right. So one of the great things that anxiety does is that it likes to tackle our thoughts and get control of our thoughts, and sends a lot of anxiety, worry thoughts at us. So if you remember in a previous video, we talked about the 6 thoughts, the rigid, catastrophizing, those kind of
thought
thoughts.
processing, like styles.
Right. So those are key. So you did a little worksheet to find out where you are at. So it's important to know where you're at with your thoughts, like what's happening with what is your patterns, what are your themes with your thoughts, because then this will help you figure out what activities that you need to do in order to change or reframe or challenge those thoughts that are given to you. Okay. And one of the things that I like to do is you can write them down, which is really great.
Yes,
Okay.
we always, just a little note, we've included all the worksheets, even though they're kind of just repeating what we did in the video. There's just science and research that shows that writing things down is so helpful in kind of just organizing your thoughts and, I don't know, just making things real, I guess. That's the...
Yeah, because sometimes when you're in your brain, you're just like, oh, I really don't want to think about it. But then once you write it down, you're like, is that accurate? Is that true? Is there evidence? Is it factual that that's actually happening? So, for example, I was just doing a training, and so I was doing this as an example, is I have also a fear of heights. So I was on one of those climbing courses with my family, and I was up there on the course, and I had a thought of, I'm going to fall off of this and splat die. That was my thought. And that led to a lot of panic feeling. Okay, so you can see where thoughts go panic, and my behavior then turned into being completely frozen, and I wasn't going to move beyond this first obstacle. So the thought was not realistic, and that's where you want to do realistic thinking. You want to find the evidence, kind of be a detective in the world. So you kind of like take that thought of falling off and dying, and going splat, and go, okay, what's the evidence? Well, there really isn't any evidence, but what's the evidence that I'm safe? Do you see where I'm going? I'm flipping the thought, and I'm changing to, well, what's the evidence that I am safe? The evidence that I'm safe is that I'm harnessed, I'm following regulations, there's all these safety precautions, I am safe. And that's how I get to the end conclusion. And that enables me to move forward.
I really like that, how, like, I was kind of nervous at one point when we were talking about the thought processing styles, and we said the continuum of, okay, right now you are internal, we want you to be external or out of your head. Obviously that's easier said than done.
Right.
And these practices and these worksheets that we're going to link are those things that make it easier.
Right. And how they do that is that you'll notice they're in grid form, and they just break you down and ask you a series of questions about what's happening with your thoughts. And it helps you challenge those thoughts, and it helps you what they call reframe, to make the switch, to make the flip into a different thought.
Right.
Okay? So we want to take those worried, anxious thoughts, and we want to turn them into calm, realistic thinking.
Absolutely, yeah. I love the word reframe. And I think that's perfect for what we're trying to do in regards to your mind
Yes,
and your thoughts.
absolutely.
So, before we end,
Mhm.
just like we've said before, if there's one of these things that aren't working, if
Mhm.
there any of the worksheets that we've linked aren't really working or aren't, I don't know, fitting your lifestyle,
Mhm.
you can let us know, and it's our job to help you find more resources and find more exercises, whether it be in forms of videos or worksheets or podcasts. There's stuff out there
Yes.
because you are not alone
Absolutely.
in this journey, I guess, too.
Yes. And don't forget, everybody on this planet feels anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely. So check them out, let us know, and
Good thoughts.
yeah, exactly. Think positive.